Good morning, good evening, good day, everybody. I am Tashi, and I am here with Chris Cole.
Just in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night, everybody. Good stream. Bye.
The
I
crow
mean,
troll.
that could have been a April Fool's joke. But yeah, the Daleks are still invading. This is gonna be a long multiple episode. Daleks are known for prolonging methods. So, we are following each and every separate ponies on their own. What I'm curious about is what Duffy is doing. But we are following Daring New this time, from what I see.
Well, Derpy will get her turn.
Oh, that's actually went into happy music. There you go, that's how well. There you go.
Once
Give me a bit funky.
once you start finally reading this seed, you'll find out how drastically inappropriate those last two songs are.
I know they are. That's why I told them immediately. I mean, this is still funky, but at least it has some urgency in it.
A little bit.
That way, everybody! Go that way! They are finally close to a large crowd of police who are, for the most part, not cooperating. The reason why that is true is well understandable for her, for even now, she's currently engaging with two chaos beasts. Yeah, imagine if there is a chaos beast in front of them. Ah! There's another around them.
Yeah, we gotta form a line. Everyone, take your turn. Don't panic. Meanwhile, they're directly attacking them.
Yeah. One thing looks like looks like a prehistoric armadillo. It is as large as a cow, and it has no 4 clawed limbs. Its head is a bit small, and its tail ends with a hammer-like bulge. You also know that it is very hard to penetrate inside. It might as well have a brick wall on its back. Ah! I can literally bring up a monster hunter creature for that. There you go. We have the chaos base right here.
Let's see if you hold that opinion after you read the next paragraph. But yeah, it's along that direction.
Most terrifying and disturbing of all is the robot insect that actually crawls out of its back that lives in this way and that. Ah! So it is more like the thing that throws. Each insect has 4 wings flapping on both sides, and the wings are either sharp. It doesn't seem like the insects eat or drink anything. Their only purpose is to fly past anything organic, and become tiny cuts and cause tiny cuts as they pass. Each cut is painful, but hardly deadly on their own, unless it leads to excessive blood loss. But with a whole swarm of these little buggers, it is literally death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, then I will bring up another creature. It is the mixture of these two. You know me, Mom, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
The regular flight, or the email flight. In fact, she had already seen the horrific sight of an entire pony herd being shredded to mourn in seconds by the little buggers. First, they can fly. I mean, they are flies. And hold in on their prey. Losing them was not a matter for long, because they keep on chasing their victim and carrying about in midair in that one take. I mean, it would be very different if the fly shouldn't fly.
It didn't say they were flies. It said they were flying insects. They might look more like dragonflies, actually, since they have very long wings, but they're really sharp too.
Ah. There you go. This is my answer to that. And now we are on the track. if he was an armadillo. It is enough that it is having large a second tail meat that sort of looks like a lizard with hard brown shell on its back. But no one near as thick as its companion. I mean, no. This creature also stands up on two legs. But if it does, it doesn't move from the spot. This creature seems to have slightly touchable and morphic qualities. The forelimbs it toes, but only snatch an impressive distance from its body, but goes to an immense size mid-swing. All by itself, this creature is punching large holes to entire buildings, which collapses to the too much loss of structural integrity. We have seen many Grimm who can do the same. At least one in particular who had such limbs.
Luffy from One Piece is pretty well known for that, as well as the boss from Fairy Tail.
The difference is that Luffy actually uses momentum to stretch out.
I forgot his name. Chobi, maybe? There was a certain ninja from Naruto that was also able to pull that off.
I don't know who that was. You mean Choji, who... He didn't really... stretch his limbs. He just made it bigger.
Right. That was part of his combat style, was able to adjust his size, typically going up.
Yeah, that was literally only the size thing. I mean, this character came to mind immediately to me. I played a lot of League of Legends before, and he is all scratch.
Check out a picture of Luffy and with the search key giant fist or something like that.
I mean, I know I am literally on the last episode on One Piece. I am following every episode, so.
Alright. That's quite a hill to climb.
I mean, where I was literally lying down after having the surgery, I didn't really have anything else to do, so I killed up.
Cool. Well, I'm glad I was able to help you during that time.
And I played a lot of Salubally at that time.
I was actually watching that earlier today, too. And I was saying to someone I was watching with, Everyone in that world seems to have very large tongues in their mouth.
Yeah. I mean, that might be a human thing in this world.
Yep.
Then, to top it all off, there is chaos of a bunch of panicked police yapping about our which way. And also there is Thomas. But she's not here. And when they return, she gets close of 3 police. And some of them get killed by falling the pit. That's a logic and touching the thing. Now it will be a good thing, maybe further, to use a canceled voice. I'm pretty sure that Feather is able to make a canceled voice, or would be able to.
If he knows the spell, then sure, yeah, he is capable of it, casting it.
I mean,
and he's more likely to than a typical pony. He knows spells beyond the basic just telekinesis. He's a trained wizard.
I'm not saying doing the same spell. I said mimic, because he can control the wind and make his voice go louder with it.
I don't know about louder, but it can certainly carry further.
I mean, it can literally go into every pony's ear.
Basically, yeah. If every pony was the intended recipient of the wind. And what's more, that particular ability doesn't even cost him his magic.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about that, Halloween didn't even have to go around, go to everyone that, yeah, come here. No, he could have just used the wind and tell everybody to come here. I mean, yeah, they still have to deal with the chaos beast, but still.
Just imagine you're at a department store, and then you hear out of the radio all around the store, Takashi, come here. Would that already tell you where to go?
No, but in that scenario, they do that. They say that in this exception, they are here, waiting for you. They tell you where to go.
Right.
That happens a lot when a mother loses their child. I mean, not for us, because we don't have that big supermarket here in this area. But there are some bigger markets where it happens.
You don't have a big mall?
I mean, we do, but I don't go there because I have little malls 5 minutes away from me. Why would I go to the other side of the country for that?
Alright, so you have them, but they're distant.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of this makes your situation super hard to think calmly and rationally. Even for a veteran like her, this is pushing her limit. I mean, no. She is a veteran adventurer, solo adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
He never really had to deal with civilian police. He literally went into abandoned temples.
I don't know about never. Her adventures may have carried her all over the place. Those temples are probably the most common, though. It tends to be the places that have the treasures that she's seeking, and others might be seeking too, with potentially nefarious purposes.
Yeah, but those are not called civilians.
Once they got the treasure, though, they might be carrying them to other places, including civilized places.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, her adventures probably carried her all over the place. That's not been covered by the show.
Yeah, what I mean is
she's
not really known for being in situations like this.
Yeah, she doesn't have much experience as a traffic cop or something like that.
She's not a hard as pony, and every injury and death she's observing is a blow to her conscience. I mean, that isn't necessarily why she went solo, because she didn't want anybody else lying around her.
Right.
On top of all that, they are not listening to her. She can barely hear herself among the crowd. Hello, Wind! And even if they did hear her, why should they trust her? They don't know her, and they might recognize authority of one kind. I mean, there are two kinds of authority here. One who is telling you to run away to that safe place, and another who is telling you to die.
The Chaos Beasts almost fall on the ladder, but they're not really saying anything, they're just doing it.
Yeah? I mean, these police might have not seen the Daleks yet.
That's true. Or at least potentially true.
I'm pretty sure 90% of them don't even know the Daleks are out, they just see the chaos beast in front of them.
Very likely correct.
He has multiple problems right now, and she struggles to organize and prioritize them in her hand. Also, I am 100% right, all of them didn't see the Daleks, because everybody who did, they are dead already.
Rather likely to be correct too.
Sure, we can have this fucking music still. He lifts down and slides along the ground toward a giant beast that punches through a large wall he was standing beside. A dust? A dust? Just one speck of dust is flying through. And she can admit rain upon her, which causes her to sneeze. I mean, yeah, one dust particle can make you sneeze. Outside, she can hear the whole thing buzzing of probably millions of structured insects, like a which way. Wherever they go, they usually silence a group of screams, or that they can catch and push sound. Why do I feel like the flies are actually, I call them flies, so in the insects are not really concentrating on something, they are following the sound of screams.
Well, however they do it, Daring suggested earlier that these insect creatures can lock onto a target and keep on following after them no matter which way they swerve, even in the air.
I
So
mean,
they're noticing their targets somehow. And when they do, they swarm it.
maybe they pollinated. The other time period slows down for that I know. Ah, she's going bullet time. He looks over her shoulder. I see the large face that passed through the wall slowly with her. I think its way back. Yes, there is no notice that is its weak spot. There's always its weak spot in every creature who can get out. I'm pretty sure even they even go to Luffy's hand when it was snatched out.
Yeah, that kind of ammunition takes some time to reload.
By now, she knows that this creature has to pull the limb all the way back before it can reload for the swing. That's one of its weaknesses. I mean, good thing that this is not a Luffy and it's not using gummy bullet.
Or hockey. Or all kinds of gear shifts. It's more like a a lizard than if it ate the gum gum fruit.
I mean, luckily it's not this fast.
Oh yeah.
Also, while it does have a hard sharp mark, its right body side looks far easier to penetrate. It's easier, but it is still armored. If it's an armored little like creature. On the other hand, when she made an attempt to side that side earlier, it's curled up like a roly-poly. Why don't they know what a roly-poly is?
It's a kind of insect.
Yeah, I know, but is there a roly-poly there in the MRP Express here?
I haven't seen one, but it doesn't mean there isn't one. Besides that, she's more well-traveled.
I mean, yeah. Every time I think of the roly-poly, I think of another very well-known famous character. You know who I'm talking about, right?
No. Unless Rolling Stones or something.
I mean, I mean her up.
Okay.
Now you know
Gotcha.
why I say I think of her.
Alright. Gotcha.
Also, I have never played any of the Metroid. I just know how it works. I mean, no, that is not true. I have played the Metroid 3, I think, on the DS when I had the demo of it. But that's it.
Well, a lot of people regard them as pretty fun.
That's wrong. It can also roll inside whenever it wants, and simply go inside. Even he can go inside. In the form, it might as well be a giant steamroller. So far it knows where it is going and can even hope some options if it needs be. Now I got some JoJo reference right here. Roller!
There have been power-ups that Samus has received to not only shrink into a ball, but it can actually hop over obstacles. But I've never seen one that was able to grow into a very large size and just start crushing through buildings. Typically, that's the form she requires in order to lay little bombs down, and sometimes super bombs. And one time, I've even seen her turn into a sticky ball, where she can crawl along the walls and ceiling as long as she's not hit once.
Yeah, there is no side boost. From what I see. Yeah. Maybe there will be in the new ones.
Yeah, it's always possible. There's a lot of the games that come out that eventually has some kind of gimmick.
I mean, if she goes into the Mario universe, she will have that.
Sometimes she has, like things like Smash Brothers.
Yes. What did you hear? I think the neighbor is going in and out. By now she knows that even the crowd to guide them, safety is useless, and no way they will be able to hear her over all these screams, buzzing, and sound of distraction. And when they need it, there is no way that they should trust her. They are still in a panic state too, so that again we get like operation. I mean, they were already in a big operation state. From what we saw.
Right. That's kind of a reiteration why she's not expecting cooperation right now.
They were already in one league state.
Mhm.
Bisschen. Und yeah, it wasn't anymore. I have to check because sometimes the postman doesn't find the mail button. Even though it's there in front of them, sometimes they just don't find it.
That kind of reminds me. You did clean up all that dirt you were talking about a few days ago on the picture?
Yeah,
Discord?
yes.
Yeah.
I can show you after this room.
Okay.
I mean, mostly because it's impossible to clean it up fully.
You do have a vacuum cleaner, right?
Yeah, but you can't really vacuum out dirt from carpet.
It's kind of what it's for. A broom wouldn't work. It just brush over the carpet. Well, it might work a little bit.
No, we use the carpet cleaner after vacuuming up most of it.
Okay.
But it will need multiple rounds of carpet cleaning. Sadly. Yeah, for people who don't know, we are talking about my girl was so nice that she brought a potted plant and made a mess on the carpet with it. Luckily my sister came here and had me clean up the mess, but it was terrible. To win the toss and make things quieter, she went to take out the cat. Most of the creatures are prepared for different reasons. Though the creature is slow, but has tough armor and can readily swarm of insects. They can be very persistent when they look onto a target. No that is far more mobile, except when it reaches its form and speed. Everything and two in the arsenal doesn't seem effective against this creature, as it may be her dynamite. She can't rely on the trick too often, no. She doesn't have that many left. Then it's going to her to use one set against another. Maybe she can take them out, but they can. We are doing the look onto me, little flies, and I will just fly past the other one, so you can crash into it. The little thing that they do with all of the homing missiles in every show. I will change oh yeah. I literally have one picture for that. And these are flying insects as well. There you go.
Can't quite tell what I'm looking at here. I can see the insects, but I can't make heads or tails in the background.
They are the flying keys from Harry Potter.
Ah, okay.
They literally did the same thing with them.
Kind of a reverse, though. Instead of flying towards the ponies and shredding them apart, these keys were attempting to fly away from anyone that goes after them.
No, they flew off to the one that's got the key.
You're correct. They were flying towards the target, except the key they need.
Yeah?
It was the only one avoiding that. Alright.
Maybe she can't take them out, but they can. You think an idea? She zooms up a piece of worker helmet on top, with her left wing. That is through the hole that was inside the main. But with it, she accidentally enlarges that creature, which mounted open downward back, but also seizes its attention. She tries to call out, "Hey, over there! Over here, little brain!" Why did I say over there here? Sweet, but once again, her voice is lost in the crowd. She starts to waving her forelimbs and wings instead again. In response, he gives us this a smile and stands up, straight. I believe you are imagining the sinister smile because these creatures cannot have enjoyment. They are just mindless killing machines.
Well, the one that attacked the Earthbound seemed to have some sinister pleasure in there. And back then, they were empathic because of that ritual.
Ah.
It was not hunting for food. It was hunting for, and not even exactly hunting for sport. It was hunting for fun. Once more, with that creature, when it realized that Dr. Kelly was a healer, it decided she's the last target I'll aim at. I want her to heal the others so I can harm them again. But it never thought that in words. It was not smart enough for that.
Yeah, at least she has it towards him. Then Lou leaps up and flies over the rest of the crowd. You know she can fly too high. The top of her insect is up there. So the insects are up in the sky, looking everyone from flying away. I thought they were inside the creature.
No, they're flying out of the creature to be able to attack everyone else, but they can land in. It's like the back as a nest.
Ah.
And potentially the insect swarms might be able to break up into smaller groups.
Yeah, but for now they are in the sky.
Yeah.
For now, they are probably targeting a little hurt on the player side, and they go zooming about or floating this. But none of the floating discs have invisible aura around it.
Some of them do, yeah.
This would be the safest way to get out.
And if they do, I think these kinds of insects would have trouble penetrating it.
Yeah. Maybe the special one can get in.
The insects would more likely squish themselves against the shield if they attempted to go after those ponies.
Yeah, but there's still the possibility of crushing the shield.
Yeah, the stretchy lizard might have enough power to actually shatter the shield. As long as the targets are in reach.
I mean, literally, this would happen. They used to lie on the lizard creature. They chose to face the new trajectory. It seems to hold up hold back its vortex until it doesn't need to turn anymore. So not only is it moving towards one doing interact, It can't even turn to face a new direction either. It has to look onto some toilets pretty much straight ahead of it. It's right next. Ah, I have the picture of this creature then.
Luffy was way more flexible than that. And you could probably also make the same argument about Reed Richards in Fantastic Four.
There you go. This is the creature right here. It has to face that direction before shooting.
Correct. It doesn't have to turn the entire tank in order to face the new direction. Well, the tank wouldn't have to turn its entire direction. It could just turn the upper part of its head.
Sure, but it's here to turn. Then also of course. I mean, no. In that sense, the tank is even more advanced because it can move while shooting. This one can't.
Yeah, especially if you have like multiple pilots there. One for the gun and one for the driving.
I mean, those kind of tanks usually have at least two. I mean, I most of love part 2, which had, I think, 4 people inside, usually. But there are smaller tanks too, which only has 1. They hold the course, and they will slow down some to encourage the other to attack her, which is fine not. But not, they seem to run. They come to her right to dodge behind the ominous creature. Ah, so you are doing the other way around. Assessing an energy phase of the result, force corrects its swing a bit in mid-flight. In an attempt to read daring. In the end though, it hits the armadillo thing instead, and not hard enough to shake its thing back shell. I mean, this is technically used very much a lot in Minecraft. If there's a skeleton trying to shoot you, you just move me another one, and they start attacking each other. Why are you hitting yourselves? Then toss under her mask. That shit otherwise very rarely. Then she notices the panic noise. With the police around her lowers.
A few decibels as they notice.
Oh!
The noise lowers, not the ponies.
Yeah, I didn't know why they're stopping. Then she notices a panic noise of the police around her lowered a few decibels, and they notice this new turn of events with surprise. This is why you should always read the whole sentence before reading the whole thing. Which you can't really do while reading it out. They never expected any police attempt to stand up to this station, let alone do so with any degree of success. And hey, the ancient armadillo creature gets to the job, and notices its partner securing a bit without a hint of remorse. The armadillo lifts up its head and roars. It holds the swarm of insects above the chain that cross and flying down to the other little creature. Letting the approach, the little plaintively rolls up into ball again. Everybody, this way! Then calls out to the crowd again during the moment of silence. It's so hard to do when she can barely catch her breath. Taxi is over! Actually, it's not. It does correct. Several more kills may have been here if I'm located.
Several more chaos beasts are between here.
Ah. Who wanted to say the path in between the same? Coming is currently engaging one of them. Some octopus-like creature that can swing on the web. They shoot and then act on tentacle limbs. I can't find a picture of it, but I'm pretty sure there was a scene where Spider-Man took the limbs and used it against him.
Yeah, it was against that particular Doc Ock too.
Yeah.
But it was a different Spider-Man from the Disney Marvel universe. I think it was called No Way Home.
I don't know which one, but I have seen this one. A long time ago. When it came out. Oh, sweet Celestia! Daleks names. Give me a break! How many of those things are there? And what about the Daleks themselves? You don't want to know. If can reply cautiously. I mean, no, she wants to know. Then let a message on herself on a broken pillow. From there, she leans out and then two little chaos beats ask engaging each other. In the dark, masters were here. They must have been able to make it up this fight, and then enjoy the target. But without them, they are really aggressive and stupid beasts. She is beginning to see why the chaos beasts of the hunt alone. That's actually how most of them were captured. Oh no! The carrying gold on her hand. What now? Like as well. I think all the chaos beasts have around you at your position. The carrying give me a report. It's a teleporting one. Good! Take it out! Take it out! They no can take it out. Right? I would say she is the one who is most capable of taking it out. On the phenomenon. Brexit! The gold actually looks about it more carefully. Oh wait. If the teleporting one came here, that means that might be that experience. On top of everything else she's going through right now, this new obstacle tends to overwhelm her. On the other hand, on the other hoof, the target will be very useful to remove. That was how the Daleks initially escaped the prison. If you can take this one out, they can use it they can use it again. Where is it? Like as I keep searching. Hard to say. The security reports, honestly. It keeps popping in and out of various positions. For now, it is focused on your general vicinity. You must have a lot of innocent civilians in the area. I do. Like confirmed. Yeah, I can see that. The security agrees from her end. In this case, I'm going to take the air. Then inside, I should reach her wing. If I can get an area connected, I'm more likely to dispose this thing. Unless it is inside the buildings where you cannot see it.
Yeah, but even on the ground, she'd have the same problem. She'd have to investigate each building one by one.
Yeah. Besides the two other kills based against engaging each other, here, most can fly. I asked you for something there, you know. Don't they have some kind of flying bugs? They,
Right.
they say
Remember you
what
said
can
that.
summon. Yeah.
Remember you said that as you read the very next sentence.
They say what can summon can, but they tend to stay close to the mother hive. You got them to fight each other? You can actually impact stone. You admit this is a lot of cover to cover. This is not the first time I have heard this. Where have I heard this before?
You probably first heard it in some kind of play that the main six were doing for explaining Heartswarming Eve for the very first time. They were pretending to be characters from the past. One of them is Clover the Clever,
Ah.
who was trained by her idol, Star Swirl the Bearded. There was also Pansy, Sharp Cookie, General Hurricane, Puddinghead, and oh man, no, I almost got them all. The forgot the one that was Rarity's was pretending as. It was some kind of princess.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Clover had kind of appeared a few more times too, at least in mention. One of them was in Forgotten Friendship, because Clover the Clever was chasing after a sorceress who had a stone that made everyone forget around that particular, including Clover. But he wrote his records down and he kept notes of it in order to help keep track and keep chasing after this one target, which Sunset said that's clever, and then she was like, "Oh, yeah, I get it."
Yeah, that's why he was clever. That new kid actually takes them into the air. The government told us not to go how really it was. That's just the kind of levitation needed. We are focused on a tool in this moment. Ascending about 500 feet into the air. Once again, I'm pretty sure that you don't know how much is the feet. Then looks out to see if she can find her new ascent. As she keeps heading, she already spotted was on the mainframe. Each time she spotted, it isn't there for even a full second. The face blinked away so fast, she almost had a question if it was her imagination. Ah, so it must be raining. You know why I say that, right? And making up the utilities. The Andaman in the rain. Don't enough she tends to see.
Okay.
Yeah?
I finally got the name. Rarity's playing a character called Princess Platinum.
Ah. And there goes the other. There goes the lie of Princess Celestia that there was no icon Princess born before.
Platinum wasn't a alicorn, but she was a princess by status.
Lies. we know that it's always the winners who write the history. It is to say that, oh, she doesn't have a wing. She is that, she cannot see anything otherwise. The only evidence she tends to see that it was indeed what that wait. The only evidence she tends to see that it was indeed was that in the fact that it leaves behind the poly corpse in its way. It's a confusing sentence. I know what it means. For instance, she puts only the make a max torso and highlight of a stallion, and collapses it onto the ground, and quickly spat a pool of blood on the ground. If I want half of him, seems
I got ground twice in that sentence. I gotta fix that.
ah. The forward top of him seems to have just disappeared, along with the chaos me. When it appeared, touched him, the top was alone with him, with the upper half of his body. Confirm that the will eat around here. Like a shot into in voice that is far more instantly than she expected. I can't look eyes on it. Ha! No. It just keeps appearing and disappearing so fast. I don't know way to learn its attention either. Even if I did, this thing could probably kill me in an instant. There are other flyers in the air too, he urged noticing. My whatever means is at their disposal, but there is not sure to the body or not. The reason they are here, it seems clear to her. They are avoiding the ground because that is where the other two kill me are suffering. They can stay out here forever, but for now, they don't know what they have to do. Then I knew blink. Doesn't. Especially some nests are coming up here too. For the first time she gets inside of the top of the kill me. Because it didn't blink away as far this time. Because of that, she notices the fact that it looks like a giant flying squirrel. And what is on the flying path too. Like a flying squirrel, this creature can catch its limbs, and the skin in between touches with it. As a result, it can glide through the air in a very similar way that fell wind does, which is misnomed. As the creature can glide naturally, and it can teleport to artificially and suddenly gain more altitude. As a result, it can stay in the air for as long as it wants. So it is cheating. Based on Larry's assessment of the new creature, the reason it did not immediately go into another range of attacks is he admitted doing some assessment of its own. He imagined what it's like for the creature to teleport back and forth so quickly all the time. The tool shifts its environment, and if it does so quickly, it might have any time to scan for more targets itself. Maybe it doesn't have to remember the TARDIS is locking itself on. Trouble. It's right teleport into the air. The visual scan below it has more targets. In the process, it notices there are fewer up here in the air beneath as well. There's a weird gleam in its beady little eye for a second For a second, it was mentioned and now it starts to hear more screams of terror up here as well. But not for the creature's next victim. He didn't have enough time to scream. They showed us sack. This is so daunting to her. This mutant appears and disappears so fast. There is no warning for his victims. For a moment, they might be screaming in terror, and in the night, they are suddenly dead, as a critical part of their body is missing. I would actually say this is better for them. Imagine if this creature was literally actually having fun doing torturing, not just immediately killing them, just cutting limbs off one by one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
even more terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be frozen on one target for longer, but yeah, what it's currently doing is basically in line with the Daleks' mission, mass extermination.
Yeah, if it didn't have the mission of killing our creature, it might actually do that.
Perhaps it would take its time if it only had one target here, but here it's just got a mass everywhere, so its instincts drive it to do mass slaughter as quickly as possible.
On the other hand, I think why it's doing this instead of torturing them is because in itself the creature is very much vulnerable. So if they can catch him or her, he cannot really do anything.
It was described like a flying squirrel, not the armadillo or the lizard, so it probably doesn't have as thick of a hide. Yeah, its defense and offense really would be its teleportation ability, and the gliding too.
Yeah? At this moment, her mind flashes back to something Fellow Wind once said about Killed Beast. He was hypnotized by the terror, but innocent of the creation of this creature, because she wouldn't go for instant kills like this. This is really more of a Dalek style except the one that led the village made this battle. That one wanted its victim to suffer longer. It was started Dr. Kelly and its last victim. Not because she had the ability to heal, kill the others, and not preserve its target longer. I mean that is why, because it didn't have any orders at the moment.
Yep. I can imagine the scenario that the Chaos Beast liked to kill, but the one that attacked that village couldn't find a victim for a long time. So when it finally did, it tried to savor it for longer.
Maybe? Yeah? I mean, these beasts don't really have to eat, they don't really have to sleep, they don't really have to do anything else. They don't really have any other stimulation.
They probably don't procreate either. They were created by different means.
I mean, it's better of that way. Imagine that sending two of them down to one of the planets just to take over the whole planet.
That makes them just too unique in order to multiply.
Yeah. That's why I stayed to another topic. But she found a match from the game where the TARDIS to grow. So the scene in paradise beyond anything she could imagine. There are some areas she had explored in the past that approach that level of magnificence in various ways. But that was the first time she saw it all come together like that. If she travel back in time, wait, she can, and tell her first chapter of the horror she would face on this day before this might being its In such an overwhelming territory, Professor would like to be slow to believe her future self. At the very least, for that would probably demand some kind of evidence. I mean, it depends how far you go. If you are going as a part of the night of the hourglass, then you wouldn't need evidence anymore.
That paragraph just shows that there's a shocking contrast between the environment she saw and the current moment.
I mean, I said it before, the only reason why there's so much harmony in the air is because all the chaos is taken out by the chaos beast. Then she said, they cleared, but she is still at loss. She can't think of an adversary to counter-attack this threat. If she could dive into a swimming pool full of yellow, it slow her down too. Just as much as the other creature. Not like her, she can teleport back out of the camp whenever it's wanted. Why yellow?
It's to slow it down.
I know what why yellow want things.
It's an example of something that might work.
You know what will work?
I'm pretty sure Jello exists in their Equestria. I believe I've seen it a few times at the cake shop.
No, if you want to stop it, you need this.
It's like very hot oil.
No, it's dark.
Okay. Or how about cement? That's starting to dry out.
7 needs a lot more time.
Okay.
Dark can mess up flying creatures in moments.
Probably slow it down too. And well, it's unknown whether its teleport ability would be hindered by that. It might be able to teleport somewhere else without the tar, even tiny drops of it. If it could be that selective about what includes and excludes from the teleport.
Yeah, even if you didn't have to shower or anything, you just teleport out of your smell and nurse.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Then she's heard. Yes, but she's still at the loss. She can use electric energy to counter-attack this gate. I heard that, right? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ultimately, she never realized how scary teleportation can be, but it used effectively. Even without that, it can be a scary tool in the possession of a stalker. Yes. I'm pretty sure he agrees. It can be, very serious tool in the hand of a stalker.
It can't teleport, but it can cloak. Though that's because of its equipment, not because of the race's natural abilities.
I know, I didn't go for the teleportation part, I went for the stalker part.
Oh yeah, it could definitely. It's a hunter.
The best thing she can think of to counter this attack is to use magic of some kind, but that is not her specialty. If you lure it into some kind of zone that negates damage to the traveler, maybe. There is one creature who can stop this one.
What's that?
Come on.
That's what I thought you were thinking.
The
And
biggest thing to lay a dimensional tunnel is to use dimensional tunnel.
and even if she doesn't lock it down, she could that is to say, Trouble can teleport too. Maybe not as fast though.
There is one thing you can do. If tunnel helps.
And you can't write off the possibility that those above might have tech like that.
Yeah?
If you got ponies that can walk into a painting as if it's a door into another world, then they're probably on par with technology like this too.
But maybe they have Autogon. There was about the rest of the character a message to one direction. What suggestion the whole tunnel is me? After all, directional travel is something that Time Lord specialize in. One of them, yeah. After that, he can't capture it before, and then gave him a following chance to tell it too. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't give them monster mod. That's gonna be the optional thinking.
You know, they do have tech like that.
Yeah,
They basically used it before.
because she had a chance to act, she has started by other person's corpse into her. As well as I told that was an accident, but this man escaped to die in body so suddenly that she doesn't have to have a chance to flap her wings. Hey, what gives? Then yes, both of them end up diving back into the ground of the flying city. Do you mind? Just let it happen. The man said with a voice that sounds somewhat artificial. Like it's spoken to an intercom. Despite that, he can at least tell that this other voice sounds feminine. I'm curious what's happening. I am not 100% sure if this is an enemy or a friend at the moment. During their fall, they appears over her shoulder. Doing so close to notice that this other Pegasus, probably male, is wearing one leg you can only assume is a real spacesuit. It covers this other male from the top to the head, so it's simple for high tools. Even the wings and tail covered, which is the early stage to look at. This means that the Pegasus has to flap with the suit to cover the shape of the wings. But it also means the feathers of the wings can go into the air directly. Sounds like a symbiote. For some reason,
Yeah,
this
it
came
kind
to
of-
mind
it-
immediately.
something that can conform to the shape of the body that tightly.
The closest thing I can think of. And the other thing that came to mind is this. Am I on the right track? Don't answer. We will see. There are no gaps in this suit whatsoever. If it is indeed a spacesuit that actually makes sense. Having any holes in it would defeat the purpose that it was designed for. But where is the oxygen coming from then? Why would you putting me here though? Especially at this moment. This kind of innovation is not beyond the means of know above, but it is still a very unexpected encounter right now, nonetheless. Also, there is one more thing that can be. There might not be a pony inside them that can even be a living armor.
Yeah, that's possible. That alone would not specifically signify how much that other pony weighs. Robots tend to be heavier, but that may not always be true.
So it is either one of those above who is literally taken over by something, or it is a Time Lord who came here. That is the only two options here.
That latter theory is especially interesting.
I mean, why would you supposed to be here, right?
Yeah. Yes. Daring surprised.
Let's also see herself, particularly when the girl goes to crashing. Given her mouth, the girl screams, but then she raises a lunge back. And the bird spreads her wings and slows her descent until the find that the wings are covered too. Only after they land, does the other parachute release dying. What's your problem? They're asking confusion. And she said no. I'm trying to save your life, so you're welcome. Okay, so it is not someone who is being controlled. I have another.
Or if she is, she's being controlled to save Daring, assuming she's telling the truth.
No, we are going back to the other option. So many paragraphs before when Daring said, what if she could go back to in time?
Maybe it's happening right now.
Maybe it's happening right now. I mean, I said Time Lord, but he's not a Time Lord.
I'll tell you what, if that's true too, wearing the spacesuit would have a point. She's hiding the fact she's encountering her future self by wearing the spacesuit.
Yeah. The person said. All of a sudden, they realized that his new bear is a bit familiar. He's encountered her sometime before. Where? When? Good! We found caught up with you. I see another man nearby, and again. Oh, her voice sounds artificial too, over the space of time at the intercom. They turned her hand enough to notice that, not just one, but two other police are approaching her. And the first they are all wearing spacesuits. But here in Daring's eye, a moment later, is an hourglass symbol fading into view on the upper left part of one of the police bodies, near the shoulder. Wait, your whole spacesuit is made of sandpaper? But what? Thank you, I discussion with a thought. That doesn't make sense. Sandpaper makes others see what they want to see, not what you want them to see. You cannot control what they are seeing. You can suggest things, what they will see, but you cannot control what they are seeing on it.
Right. So, in order to be very effective, you have to probably suggest what they might see, and then they probably will. Unless the wearer has some refined way to influence it.
Maybe, yeah. The only who female may want to decide ourselves. While the two boys say to her, the female one. Maybe they all are. All three of you are kind of the hourglass. Now you realize it's been on the thought. Hey, nice you. You realize they are wearing Thai people. Then whatever you see can be anything you want to see. They might not be that of the hourglass.
Right. But one of the reasons she made the exclamation is she met them before.
I mean, yeah, she's one of them.
Well, she made an encounter with them. That's why they're kind of familiar.
For some reason, the third Polish ghost said that, but that Polly doesn't otherwise reject the proposal. He said that Polly despises the proposal to be true, or distasteful. For some reason, I want to see that, the third Polly just said, yup. Indeed. I mean, it's almost yup. And one of the Polish who looks like an Earth Polly. Come to think of it, most of those Earth dying now appear to be Earth Pollies. The one that speaks is the shortest of the two, and she sounds relatively young. They managed her eyes as she suddenly recalled when she realized the girl on the tree, and the shortest Earth Polly man in particular. Back then, she didn't engage with much with the other two, but she was aware they were there. They were space tools back then too. It seemed to be the way to hide their two identities on purpose. Because now, most of these encounters didn't occur in outer space. And we have not seen this happen.
No.
It's you! The classification. You are back. It's just us for the gate. I tell you about the letter. Like a shot, the shot us body. I don't know what it is, but the doctor hasn't seen it. Is something about the flash time? Yes, the question tells up to her hand. That says to me, it is definitely from the future. Or an Earth pony.
So we got a short Earth pony mare, probably more normal-sized Earth pony mare, and one Pegasus mare.
Could be any pony at this point.
Yeah, and certainly During wouldn't know. She may have met them before, but that doesn't mean she knows who they are.
No, she knows who they are. They are not of the hourglass. That's all she needs to know.
That's one association they made before.
Yeah, she knows them in a need to know basis.
Kind of, yeah.
She just also lift her roof, as she said assuredly. I know he has saved it. That's why we are here right now. He said we have come to assist you, the current predicament. Because we know the doctor is not coming. Speak for yourself. Because the last us is a total disgust. I'm happy with this, but I will do it my way. And for my own reasons. He said about, excuse me. This sounds like something the master would say. Why you? was maar in de specificatie in oudheid. En dan was alles aan de map. Hoe het allemaal zeker. Also when I started to get dry, but I know this one gonna be longer. Also this song kind of reminds me of Pac-Man for some reason.
I don't know if I agree, but thinking back to the real Pac-Man game, it didn't have music.
Yeah, I know it didn't have music. Oh no, it sounds like Bomberman.
Okay.
Based on the words and actions, like in observing, it seems that to her that this is the first time the Torma is giving this massive ultimate. About the same style of it. They also notice how the Torma falls and turns her arm at his head, a mouth, through by the parachute. Although they cannot see any of their faces, you can feel this dying grin on the face of the Torma. They welcoming the parachute goes up to her. It takes a moment to realize that the small mouth was a hoof to the chest of the parachute, and it moves the match for the advancement. In turn, there was the head of the parachute to look down at the smaller mouth. And then get a "Are you sure about this?" kind of feeling. Yes, let her go. The smaller mouth answers the parachute unspoken question. Then, through the tall mouth, actually says to her, "If you're going to go, then go. We will meet you later." At first, the tall mouth remains still, and quiet for a second, before turning her hands forward again, and zooms her face away. You can't let her keep doing this, was the audience and smaller mouth. Who's in the middle leader of the sea, based on night observation. I mean, I kind of wanted to say that this is Panda's daughter, but it cannot be because she's a parachute.
You talking about the smaller mare?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it cannot be. And it cannot
You're
even be Mission because she isn't responsible either.
No,
But
Vision is an Earth pony.
wait, why do you think Mission was a unicorn?
I don't know. She's always been an Earth pony mare.
So it can't be Mission.
Could be, but if it is, it's an older version of her.
I mean, yeah. And we know Vision was going with Master later on. Because
And Starbreeze.
so it was not lying to herself, after herself.
Well, if this new line of thinking is correct, then you're right. This is not during.
I mean, in the sense, she was helping herself by giving the letter to the doctor.
Right. That letter was how Daring met the Doctor and the others in the first place. That's why she came to Ponyville. Was
Yeah.
to give a message to the Doctor. Among that was included is a flash drive. That the Doctor knew what to do with it, but everyone else didn't recognize it, including the messenger.
I mean, we don't know what is on it. I mean, you can just see a flash drive and you will not know what's on it.
Correct. That would include the Doctor. He would know what to do with it, but until he does that, he wouldn't be able to read the message on it either.
Ah, it was actually a kilo gas, so when he plugged it into the TARDIS, we knew where they are going, so we could follow you.
Possibly.
I tried to pick my buttons carefully, and I have begun that needed to fight. During a shot. Let her go. She will come into field in her own way, and remember, only I have the key to my TARDIS. I mean, who was to say that there is no other TARDIS in this place? They have. I mean, Macy's might have his own TARDIS, no. Right? We don't know what happened to Macy's TARDIS.
Right. It should be in the area somewhere. And if it is, it can be disguised as a whole bunch of things. If the chameleon circuit is working.
It's basically better to scout a station. That's all. Fine. But I'm still getting Singapore attitude. That's your prerogative. Then accept no judgment. I should find low at the who from the other matches. In the meantime, let's take care of these other problems here. Point at diagonal. For that, I wanted to get the crystal sanctuary nearby and learn as many instant police there. And that tells me that it is Hannah's daughter. I forgot her name though.
Starbase. You okay?
On my side, we said literally at the same time.
Interesting.
It came back to me immediately.
You actually drew a picture of her. In fact, I think several.
Only one.
No, you have several. But the other picture has other ponies in the picture too. It includes her mother and her father.
Two. I wouldn't call it similar, I would call it a pair.
Okay.
As for you, during the Golden Today Festival movie, I want to take a look at this. The small man lifts a tiny scroll. Moment, and look at it. It's more shiny paper. Moreover, call Dr. Kelly on your hollow window and make sure she takes a look at it. What is it? Larry asked as she extended the note to the ring and uses her other ring to pull it open. What she sees is a rolling circle with a bunch of other accurate holes, along with the two most outer layers. She wanted her eyes in the recognition of this. There are codes for the thermoelectric circle, a unique thermoelectric circle. Welcome, peasants! Welcome to the parasite beings, we bring you fire. It must be the code for the thermoelectric circle for the TARDIS. Which, the doctor was working on. Oh wow! The Marvel and looks at the leader. You have one of these two? Indeed! They confirmed. And once can I see it and take a picture of it? You will be able to tap on the circle too. And this literally tells me that Halloween mastered the crystal magic as well. Not the crystal magic, but I mean the crystal magic of the Magi. And taught it to Starbase. And I guess it becomes more of a team in the Doctor's future companion. Like, I think that's like just a shot or a thing on her neck. I think that's complicated with Nurse Callie. No need to sing that for me. That is the voice of Nurse Callie. I've been writing your progress all along. And I have seen a picture of this opposition rule. I can only tell you that this is all set. I didn't tell before now. Yeah, the Kelly reminds me of Alexa. Always listening.
The teleportation runes is like a phone number for a phone. It dials a specific phone if you visualize those specific rune patterns.
Yeah, I got that. And one thing immediately came to mind, which we have used before.
Yeah. In fact, I was just thinking that a moment ago.
Now, you do you. And it goes for one of our rough souls. There is another thing. With that, you can teleport other ponies to the shelter to my other player's friend in the mountain. You don't have to rob any ponies there, but you can. I mean, I was surprised why they didn't use teleportation structures to begin with Nurse Callie. I know they were working on creating one for the TARDIS, but they could create one into the night or near the portal, at least.
Margaret also has one.
Yeah.
She's supposed to plant it in her new position just in case they need to rapidly go to there to defend the transmission tower.
I feel we can give this police a third option for safety around here. Then we don't have to tell on who to want either of you two. You can just go to whichever section happens to be closer. And we only need to realize the shelters in the areas that are attacked today. Speaking of attacks, let's take care of your gambling Mist problem. With the Mist out of the way, the Axe will lose automatic technical advantage. That involves far more useful than even they realize. How? Like as in bewilderment. The Mist happens so fast, there's no warning where or when it's going to strike. No, that is 100% not true. And I have evidence to prove that it is not true. Remember when Twilight was chasing another villain in through time? I mean, at that moment she was a villain. Now she isn't.
That little scene was early in season 1, and the moment when she was pretending she can't trot and has to teleport alone.
Okay.
Engaging Applejack when she was being especially stubborn about receiving help.
I know. I mean. What I meant, the time travel episode, when Twilight was actually following Starlight with the teleportation, and vice versa. So,
Again, you pointed to the wrong example. That was almost literally the last episode when...
I know, I just thought of the character.
Okay.
Because it's not gonna bring up the episode I want.
Aw. Well. I think the pictures are out there, but it may require a certain
Yeah.
search string to find him.
But still, that proves that following someone to teleportation wormhole than the kid is possible. Listen to me. Learn assurance confidently. In the meantime, come with me. These guys acting amazed to learn the creature. For now, the best place for us is rather to take number on the pony. But there is a number on the pony. It is rather me to serve before it is a force. And that bookmark, let's look where are we.
That's well, the next scene was very short. But if you're looking to the end of the entire chapter, probably a ways away.
Ooh, there's still a lot to go on. Yes, this episode is a small, but I would actually say we are stopping here, but tomorrow we are continuing.
I expected you to stop here several days ago. With this reading tonight.
I mean, yeah, this was a much longer one. But yeah, so tomorrow we are continuing.
Okay.
There is no Ultimate Justice reading tonight. There's coming tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Because tonight I have to go away for some time. But yeah, actually somebody thinks and me that, oh wait, we have to take out the time on me. First thing first.
Oh yeah, it could be a major strategic advantage for the Daleks, and according to the leader, it could actually be more useful to them than even the Daleks realize.
Yeah.
Like, what does she know? That maybe the Chaos Beast can actually teleport through dimensions too?
I mean, it can. That's why it could get out of the portal to begin with.
Or could it also teleport through time? Maybe? It could be that even the Chaos Beast itself doesn't realize that.
Oh wait, it's like it's tablet. They don't know what your maximum potential is. Yes.
Right. It, as vicious as it is just an animal, and has the thinking and instincts as such. A genetically modified animal that's designed to be especially aggressive, but obedient to the Daleks. So anyway, you think that is Missy, Vision, and Starbreeze?
Yeah, that is my assumption.
Yeah, there were context clues offered in the story earlier because remember the Doctor encountered them in his flashback. So the clues were there, but I didn't expect everyone to catch on to that. At this point, more clues will be offered as the story continues.
Wait, let me see. Was there another one who they were talking with? Did I think that?
Yeah, there was 3 of them. One of them left, saying she'd do her own thing.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's why do I have the human feeling? It is gonna be funny. So this is what I imagine them to look like at the moment because they are using tiny paper as a facial type. And I can make that picture out of my mouth. Out of my eyes.
Because of that, that's exactly what you would see if you were looking at their spacesuits.
Yeah. Wait. I have a question. None of the scientists have worked on the Daleks.
I'll have to get back to you on that to see if the Doctor ever does use it against the Daleks.
Because then all they would be able to do is just say exterminate, 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 and the Daleks would sing the Daleks too. Right?
Right, or if the Daleks perceived the three of them as mere objects, like a statue, then they probably wouldn't attack them either. The Daleks are primarily going after living creatures. I have not seen Daleks go after robots, but I imagine that maybe they would.
Yeah, just statues, right? In this case, they kind of would be this kind of statues. The Weeping Angels.
I would think at first the Daleks would ignore those creatures until they realize they're alive, and then probably after that start shooting indiscriminately.
And once again, I was amazed on getting the microphone is not giving signal notification for some reason. It
But
does.
we're hearing,
Yeah.
we're hearing you just fine. Okay. Anyway, if you're right, then Vision did participate in this mission after all.
It's better than that she wasn't here. Then.
Her future self would know that too.
I
She
mean,
would
that is
recall-
why she had.
recall- Yeah, her future self can potentially recall exactly when and where her past self was and wasn't.
I mean, there is a reason why the Doctor never goes to the same place twice, usually.
The way they phrase it is as if they're concerned that the TARDIS would materialize within itself if they landed on the exact same spot at the exact same time as another moment when they landed on that spot.
Yeah?
It's like that spot is unavailable until the current TARDIS vacates it.
I mean, that has always been a problem with teleportation as well.
Yeah, usually. Discord would probably be fine, but he might be not a common exception.
But yeah, we have a lot more going on tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. That's a funny picture. I like that.